What up? What up? What up, YouTube? Dogs outside going crazy right now. No, that's a school bus going by. Hey, it's your boy Jay Quillo Talk Live. It's gonna be another informative live. What's going on with the Port North strike? Now, don't get it wrong. You know, I don't drive. I don't work for the port, so I don't work for the port. Let me get that out the way. For a lot of people leaving comments about what I say on my videos, I do not work for the port. I work in the port as far as taking containers, taking loads in, bringing empties out, or bringing empties in and bringing loads out. That's what I do. I have a C-Link card and I have a TWIC card to get in and out Port North, Port New York, Port Jersey, whatever terminal you talk about. I can get in any ports I want, but mainly I'm in the Jersey ports, as far as Martin Terminal, Berth 64, PNCT, Berth 51, American Stevedore, Global Terminal, which is Liberty something now, Staten Island, Holland Hook, which is part of Global. So at the same time, give me 1 minute. All right, right back at you. My dogs go crazy, man. I got a Jack Russell, a Pit Bull, and a Shih Tzu. The Shih Tzu, I'm going off subject a little bit, but the Shih Tzu is about 12 years old. He's a grumpy dog. The Jack Russell, a year old, and that dog, them two stay beefing. They always beefing. The Pit Bull, she just watch both of them. She don't say nothing but watch them. But back to what I'm saying, I don't work in the ports. I pull containers in and out the ports. I've been in the port since '89. I don't said it on 98. So I do have the right to put my input on what's going on. Now, what they doing with the strike is crazy, but they got to do what they got. It's not really crazy, but they got to do what they got to do. They got to protect their future. Understand that they got to protect their 401k, their pension, their health benefits. They got to protect the future of the port. Now, I understand all of that. I understand the reason why they don't want AI to come in because AI is coming from overseas. They don't want overseas influence to influence how American operations should be done in America. They don't want the outside people coming in. I understand all of that. I understand they're fighting for more pay, and they should get it. But the reason why I'm speaking on it because they don't include the truckers in this. Now, one, I don't know if he was a YouTuber. I don't know I seen it on TikTok. Somebody shared it with me. The brother said at the end of the day, it's going to be good for truckers. It's not going to be good for truckers. It's not, because for the last 3 months, the port's already been talking about a strike. They've been talking about this strike. For the last 3 months, they've been talking about this strike. It's not going to be good because the rates are low. If anybody know, like I know, this is no way. This is a cigar. This is a cigar right here. So if anybody know what I know, it's not going to be good for the truckers unless they include the truckers in that and they up the rate coming off the steamship lines because the rates are very low. The rates for truckers coming out the port is low. We make a little more than the rail yards. We do. We make a little more than the rail yard, but see, the rail yards, they in and out. They don't spend as much time we can spend. Sometimes it takes us 3 hours to get in the port. Then we get in the port, it can take you 3 to 4 hours to get out those ports. And the drivers are suffering doing that because we can't make no money. If it's taking you 6 hours to get in and out the port, and you got to go make a delivery by 4 o'clock, you can't make that delivery. You got to either cancel the delivery or reschedule it. You can't make the delivery. So it's backing the trucks up for miles and miles and miles. I mean, it's crazy sometimes. What we are saying, though, if the port's going to fight for more money, fight for more money to up so they can up the race on the drivers, because the ports don't make it easier for us to get out. This has been going on for years. Even before the strike, we sitting outside those ports 2-3 hours to get in, just to get in the port before the strike. Before the strikes, for the people that come in and drop a comment saying, "Oh, the truckers is ruining the." No, we not. We run it. We the first defense on the ground when it come down to anything. That's how you get your product to the stores, truckers. That's how you get your food. That's how you get your chemicals. That's how you get your toilet paper. That's how you get your toilet paper, your soap, your deodorant. Everything come off a damn truck. It comes off a truck. It comes from the big level to the smaller levels, end up in cars or vans. However they want to move the freight. That's how we do. So I'm only speaking on what I know. This is what I know. And it's for a lot of drivers who don't have a voice. If I got to speak for them, I speak for them. They're going to say the same thing I'm saying. The race right now in the trucking industry is very, very, very low. Now, we have all right to strike too. We can strike right after the ports get what they got to get. It won't make no sense to strike now because we ain't even working right now. I've been off, what, 2 days now? 2 days? I don't know how long it's going to last. I don't know how long it's going to last. But as long as I'm off, I don't make no money doing this. I got to find a different source of income right now. And if we out for a week or a month, lucky I put something to the side. Lucky I put something to the side for a rainy day. But if I didn't put no money to the side, I don't get paid. I don't get a vacation week off. I don't get paid to sit home. If that truck ain't moving, I don't get paid. You know what I was doing yesterday? When the first strike of the port, I was at the yard yesterday changing a muffler. I was changing the muffler, cleaning up around the truck. I got to go back in tomorrow. I got to grease up the truck, adjust all the brakes. The other day I came in Sunday and I put a slack adjuster on the truck. The day before that. So if I don't take care of the truck, it ain't going to take care of me. So I don't get paid. So I got to get up and go to the truck and make sure the truck is running. But once the port get off the strike, it's not going to be good for the truckers going in the port. So the driver that sit up here, or I don't give a driver or a broker or a dispatcher, you cannot tell me, because after a holiday, if we got a holiday on a Friday, by the time the Monday come, container drivers will let you know. By the time Monday come, the ports are backed up on New Jersey Turnpike going south, west, north, 287, coming down to 78 east, west, 1 and 9, north and south. It is backed up in the port for 4 hours. Sometimes we got to go around Jersey Garden Mall just to park on the side again so we can sneak in there. It gets rough like that. What I'm going to start doing is showing y'all the audio, the video, the cameras, whereas though y'all can see what we see. Y'all can see what we see. So the guy said, well, I see how the ports work. It's my driver. You can't send your drivers in like that. The cameras that we got don't allow us dead in the ports like that. They don't allow it. They allow us to see what's on the highway, Corbin Street, Marsh Street, Taylor Street. They allow us to see just but so much. Global Terminal. They allow us to see Port Street, but so much of the port. So the thing is, when they get off the strike, the driver's still going to be hurting because we're going to sit there for 9 hours to get in the port, and the race are low. Fuel going down, race going down. Fuel go up, race still is down because all the container companies, they are bidding for the race. They bid for a cheaper race to get to work. This is what y'all don't know. Before I get to work, I get a 30/70. But before I get to work, I gotta wait to see what they're gonna do because they're gonna bid whoever get whoever taking $50 off, $100 more, $100 off. Who gonna stand 10 toes on the price they give the customer, who the price the brokers are giving out. So when it comes down to the truckers and owner operators, we gonna take a hit. We gonna definitely take a hit going in these ports, sitting up in these ports all day long. We don't get on the operators. We in the truck all day long. We got to jump out the truck and pee on the side of the truck. There's no bathrooms in this port like that. There is, but you got to go to critical window for that. Some ports don't allow us, and they got locks on the bathroom. You know why? Because some truck drivers are nasty. Some truck drivers are nasty. Then when you in the port, you got to deal with truckers that don't even speak no English. But we still make it our way to get along with each other. You got truckers in the port that's from different countries, different nationalities. They don't know, and they come and talking to me like what they say, JD. All they know is JD. See the name of the truck, JD Day Tree. What you think was going on? I don't know, man. I don't know. I try to understand a little bit of the Spanish, a little bit of the Asian, the Chinese, the Italian, the German. I hear so much of it that I could catch on to I can't speak it, but being in the ports around different nationalities, you learn to pick up certain languages. You learn to pick up certain body movements, hand signals, and all that. This is how we talk to each other in the port. But it's going to get worse for the drivers. If we don't stand down and have somebody speak for us to help us get more money, because the race is garbage right now, man. It's garbage. There's no way we can survive like this. There's no way we can survive like this in the port. I don't care what nobody say. You can make your own videos. If you a trucker, if you understand what I'm talking about, see, a trucker, no. A driver that deal with the ports, they know what we go through in the ports. They know what we go through, but a lot of y'all sit up here, y'all don't really know. Y'all make all the videos y'all want. This is orange juice and cranberry. That's really I know how much y'all think I'm drinking on the live, but that's it. But I don't do all that drink. I'm a truck driver. Can't be drinking and smoking weed. Can't be doing all that. But at the end of the day, what I'm trying to say is, man, we have all right truckers to band together and go on strike. We have all right to do that. Because you think the ports going to cripple the economy? If the truckers stand down together and unite as a force, won't nobody get it. Nothing moving. Won't nothing be shaking around here. There's nothing going on around here. And I'm going to keep it 100 with y'all, man. Let me see. No, ain't no guess. I'm trying to get that off. Comments. Yeah. Hey, there you go, Queen Regina. Good morning. No, good evening, good afternoon, Queen Regina. I ain't see you in the building. Oh, I join you on your platform. Oh, yeah, I see your comment now. I see it comment now, Queen Regina. I will join you on your platform. I will come on your platform. We can speak on some things. I don't mind doing that. You got that. But what I'm saying is, though, man, truckers really need to stand. I see you in the truckers need to stand down right now, man, because it is crazy right now. What up? I see you in the AJ. Salute, Sonny Blanco, Angie, baby. I see you in there, and I'm just only speaking facts right now, man. The truckers, I'm telling you, because you got so much that come out these ports, right? And the ports can put it on the ground. It's kind of like the U.S. Armed Forces. You know, when people appreciate it, Queen Regina. The thing is this: when it's kind of like the Armed Forces, the ports can put it on the ground. It's kind of like your Armed Forces, your Navy, your Marine. They're the first ones on the ground to protect America. The same thing with truckers. We the first one on the ground running, right? We the first one on the ground running, and if you in the construction, you're not getting no lumbers if a flatbed not coming through. You're not getting no lumber if a container not hitting those loading docks, pulling the wood off. That's what I do. I do lumber, I do tree logs, I do all of that. So you're not getting that coming. When I drove for ShopRite, for 2.5 years, produce, dairy, market, food, what's going on, Trooper 69, produce, all of that. When I did that with ShopRite, you ain't getting. Hold on 1 second. You ain't getting nothing coming. Give me 1 second. So when I drove for ShopRite for 2.5 years, I drove for ShopRite as a company driver, and I drove for owner operator. Even tomorrow, all right, I got you. I'll be off tomorrow. If the post ain't up and running, Queen Regina, you let me set the time, I'll definitely be there. And when I drove for ShopRite, it was produce, dairy, it was meats, canned goods, dry foods. I did all of that 2.5 years. I haul cars. I done touched everything in this industry. I haul cars for BMW, Greer, South Carolina. I haul cars. One second. Our cars for out of Greer, South Carolina. I drove for BMW for 1.5 years. I hauled doubles and triples, 2 trailers up and down the highway. I did it with Conway 8 years. I mean, I touch everything from doubles and triples, everything from airport freight. I done did it all. The only thing I never did was I didn't do wide loads, and I didn't do garbage. And I never hauled cattle, but I pretty much done it all. So I got a voice out here. Believe it or not, I got a voice. 31 years in the game, 31 years in driving, with, knock on wood, no accidents. I never hit nobody in the truck. So I have the right to speak on a lot of things that's going on here right now. And I think it's crazy though that them in the port, I understand what they doing. I really do. And I feel for them. But when you don't include the drivers, it doesn't make no sense to me that we could go on these ports. They don't, the respect we get from the port workers, it don't match with the driver energy. We get into arguments with these port workers. They get frustrated. We get on the booth and we get on the booth and we tell them what they say, driver, who you drive for? You say, well, I drive for Narrow. Okay, driver, what you got coming in, the booking number? Then they turn around and say, well, go to critical service. You ain't got no sale. They play games with us in these ports. They play with the driver. They back up the ports intentionally to get what they want. We knew 3 months ahead of time they was going on strike. We knew this already. What y'all didn't know, we knew this. It didn't make the news until it got political. Once it got political and they reaching out to the president, then it's a problem. It's a problem now once they get political with it. And I'm just keeping it 100. Once it got political and they started reaching out to different people, we already knew what's going on strike. They been slowing the port up. They been backing us up. We don't get paid for it. We could be in the port 8 hours. We don't get a dime. They would pay who you linked on to, but then they want to pay you after 2 hours. They want to pay you after 2 hours to get in the port. Then if you're in the port for 8 hours, they only want to pay you 4 and 5. That's how the game go. So the drivers like me that's an owner operator, we don't get paid for that. We don't get paid for them. I'm dead serious. We don't get paid. The port don't pay us. The port don't pay us to sit in them ports for hours. We don't get paid for that. They refuse to pay us for that. Before, what y'all don't know, before COVID, New Jersey. Yeah, New Jersey, the state I'm from, right? Born and raised in New Jersey. But live in PA right now. Before COVID, they was going to outlaw owner operators. They was trying to get the owner operators to sign on with carriers so we become company drivers. But they knew the pay wasn't going to be right. For me to drive on with a company, to sign on with a company, as a company driver, owning that truck out there, you're going to have to pay me every bit of $78 an hour just for me to sign on. Because I got bills to pay. I still got to pay the diesel. God forbid, I ain't got a truck note, so you got to pay the diesel, the truck note, tires wear and tear, engine wear and tear, rears wear and tear. God forbid, I don't have a DEF, but guys out there paying the DEF. So it's a lot it's a lot into this when it's owner operator. Some owner operators like myself, they paying their own authority. And when you do it with the UIIA, with the port, you're going to have to get $1 million coverage. $1.5 million coverage if you pulling containers out the port. I have my own. I pull containers out the port. I pulled the JD Transportation. I pulled the JD Transportation LLC. I pulled them out of the port. And steamship lines don't really want to pay you nothing. It's kind of like having your own authority. And then you start signing up for all these carriers. And if you don't have your authority for 1 year or 2 years, they don't give you work. So now you're running around paying $1 million cover insurance on the trailer when you can't even get no work. What up, 702? You can't even get no work. You can't get no work. And this is the reason why they fighting, and we need to start fighting too. As an owner operator, we need to start fighting too. We got to fight the fight. Because if we don't fight, when the port over with, we're going to be backed up for miles, scuffing for work, and fighting each other. And it's crazy because you would see drivers, like sometimes I would get in the port. Oh, man, after going through trying to get in the port, sitting in line for 3 hours, man, my patience is gone sometime. And, at the age of 52, I can't be outside that truck scrapping and rolling around, but I scrap in a heartbeat. At 52, I'm somewhat still fit, so I scrap in a heartbeat, but I shouldn't have to do that with a fellow truck driver. I shouldn't have to fight my fellow trucker. I don't care what nationality you are. I don't care what language you speak. At the end of the day, I always say this. If you turn the key on and turn the key off, you my brother. I don't care what you look like. See, they don't do this on YouTube. This is real life we're speaking on. If I'm in that port and you looking like this, you still related to me. because we do the same thing. We do the same thing. It ain't a race thing when you in the port. It ain't a race thing when you're dealing with other truck driver. I don't care, but truck driver could be a straight bigot, white man or whatever. If you in that port with me, we got a common denominator. It's to get in and get out and stick together as drivers. And you have to respect that. A lot of people don't really respect what we do. They don't respect what we do because most of us, I ain't gonna lie, most of truck drivers don't stick together. Most of us don't stick together for nothing. But we so quick to fight each other. We so quick to disrespect each other. We so quick to do that. Sometimes I gotta respect the man who don't look like me more than he respected me than my own kind. Because when you in the port and you say something to a brother, they ready to put a foot in you. They ready to fight. Their attitude is messed up. Because I know sometimes I get like that though. Sometimes I gotta watch who I'm talking to. Sometimes I gotta watch my temper, my anger when I'm in the port. I don't show that to y'all because sometimes I get crazy. And then most of these port drivers, they don't care. No, most of the people in the port, they care less, man. They could care less if two drivers get the scrabbling in the port and then they get the fighting. You know why? So all they're gonna do is say, give me your C-Link, give me your twig, and they're gonna push us out. And I'm gonna keep 100 with y'all. They're gonna push us out. So we gotta stick together in these ports, though. We gotta stick together as drivers, man. We gotta respect each other because I'm saying at the end of the day, when AI come in there, I'm gonna tell y'all something, right? I'm gonna tell y'all. Now, the ports are fighting for AI. Okay, they fighting for AI. They fighting to stop these people from coming overseas controlling American jobs, right? Hey, Stacy, appreciate it. So they're trying to stop foreigners from coming overseas to controlling what we do in America. And I understand that, and I stand for that hardly. I stand for that. But what they doing is what we already going through. They got self-driving trucks out there. Google it. Self-driving trucks. Trucks that got a driver sitting in a bump and the truck is driving itself, man. They got them already. So we dealing with that. We dealing with electric trucks. We dealing with all of this already. What they fighting for, we don't have no say. When you got billionaires like Warren Buffett, got billions of dollars, and he got autonomous gas stations in Georgia where trucks that drive themselves pull right in. And they got mechanical arms come out and fuel the truck up. They already got them. Coca-Cola, Pepsi, Amazon, they already got them already. They already got self-driving trucks. Before you know it, you're going to see gasoline trucks going up the highway with nobody in them. You're going to see diesel trucks going up the highway with nobody in them. You already got Coca-Cola trucks going to warehouses, open up the door, and you got robots unload them. They getting rid of jobs. Now understand the fight what they're doing because the AI is taking away American jobs. And it don't make no sense, man. I understand what they're fighting for. But as truckers, we need to fight the same way. We need to stand down. We need to. We need to stand down as truckers. Because if not, we all gonna be out. I ain't got that much time in the game. Like I said, I'm 52. Hopefully 3 more years, I'm done. I'm out of it. I got 31 years in, so I've been in the game for a long time. I don't know if I look like I've been in the game that long, but I've been around right after high school. So I've been in the game for a long time, man. And I'm telling you, it ain't getting no better for truckers. It ain't getting no better for us. It is not getting no better for truckers out here, man. We going through it. I hear people say, oh, truckers got it good. We don't have it good, man. We don't have it good. Anytime you can make more money as a forklift driver, anytime Costco is paying forklift drivers $32 an hour, we don't have it good. Because you got truckers out there right now, they only making 15 hours to start. You got truck drivers making 18 and $20 an hour to start. That ain't no money for a truck driver. That is not enough money to maintain as a truck driver. Anytime you can make $32 an hour to drive a forklift and you make it $21 to drive a truck, and you got to get out there and you got to risk your life. Every truck driver, a lot of truck drivers don't make it back home. There's a lot of accidents out there. And most of them because of four-wheelers. Most of them because of forced dispatch. Most of us truck drivers get forced dispatch. We get told to run a certain way. If we don't take the run, we not gonna get the run no more. If you don't take this load going to Ohio and you just came back and you just got back in the door and you're supposed to have a 10-hour offset and they telling you to leave in 8 hours. And if you don't do the job, you lose your job. Now you don't get to work, you don't get to run. So a lot of us being forced dispatch because we got AI trucks out there that drive themselves, we competing against the system. We competing against self-driving trucks. How can you compete with that? How can you compete with somebody who ain't driving the truck, but the truck driving itself? You can't compete with that. That truck can move all day without a body in it. When DOT pulled me over, they said, where you going, where you coming? If they pull over a truck that's self-driving, the DOT is talking to a computer. They not putting that truck out of service. And if they do, ain't nobody in it. So the driver can't get a rest. The driver can't walk out and stretch his leg. It's just a truck driving itself. We got to compete with that. We got to compete with that. It's a lot drivers go through out here. And I stand for the drivers, man. I can't stand for the poor. I understand what they're doing. Salute to them for holding it down in the industry. But when it comes down to drivers, I stand for the drivers. I stand for the drivers, man. That's 100%. I stand for truckers 100%. I've been doing this 31 years. All I know. I can do anything that I want in life. But what I do know is trucking. I got in trucking at a young age. I got in trucking when I had my little daughter, when I had my little girl. She was only a couple months when I got into the game. Couple months when I got into the game, man. Couple months. Most of my time was on the road, running back and forth, sticking and moving. My time wasn't on the road, meeting a bunch of girls in different states, got baby. All my kids in Jersey. All my kids in Newark. I don't have kids in 48 states. So that's when people say truckers running around here having a bunch of kids. Some do, some don't, and I don't. It's a lot like me want to get home. It's a lot like me want to get home, man. If I turn that key, I want to come home. I don't want to be out there. I don't want to have kids all over. I'm trying to make money. I'm trying to buy a house so I can come home and enjoy my house, so I can enjoy the car that I bought. I can enjoy the motorcycle, the toys I bought. I can enjoy the woman at home with my kids. That's what drivers want to do. We don't want to be out there, but we be in sports dispatch. And now since they got self-driving trucks and fully electric trucks, that don't make no sense. It makes sense in a way for them, but not for me, because all that gonna do is push me out, man. Before you know it, I ain't gonna have a CDL. So for those of y'all who looking to get a CDL right now, get your CDL before they cut them off. Because if they're bringing in electric trucks, the rate's going to go down. Because you ain't got to drive a manual. You ain't got to work the arm no more. You ain't got to get swelling up. One big elbow here, one big elbow over there. Your fingers all shaking because your fingers like this for so many years. All of a sudden now you could be in your car, your fingers like this. It's not because you gay. It's because this the shifter. This all you know. It's all you know is holding on the shifter. That's all you know. Bends your wrist and mess your fingers up. Arthritis, pinky all frozen sometimes. It does that to you, man. Driving the truck mess up your kneecaps. Even if you're driving the automatic, still sitting there all day, but it's a part of trucking, man. Y'all don't understand this. Smelling diesel is a good thing to a trucker. Believe it or not, that's all we know. I could walk up on your car right now, Sonny Blanco. I could walk up on your car right now, Stacy, triple 69, Regina. I could walk up on your car right now, stand by this, and know you got an oil leak, no antifreeze leak. That's how much we is in tune. That's how much we in tune with a truck. That's how much we in tune with a truck. We can smell antifreeze a mile away. We can smell oil around the way. We can smell leaking exhaust a mile away. We in tune with trucks. This is what we know. Now you want to take all that away. You're going to say, well, that might not be good for your health. Ain't nothing good for your health. This ain't nothing good for your health. You're going to do it anyway, but it depends on how you take care of yourself, what you consume, what you eat, how you sleep, less stress. So when I'm not in the truck, I ain't stressing. I'm chilling right now. I'm taking the time that I got right now to relax. Hey, what up, Chill Will? I'm taking the time that I got right now to relax. That's what I'm doing right now. Appreciate it, Angie, baby. That's what I'm doing. I'm taking the time right now to relax because it's all we got right now. So it's a lot of truckers. I could call truckers right now. I ain't got that many hands and I ain't got that many feet, but I could call drivers right now and they'll tell you right now. They home. They home right now because of the port. I know truck drivers right now, home right now because of the port. And the drivers out there right now that's running the road, taking that cheap freight from these brokers, they're going to be parking their trucks too. Everybody is parking now because we're not getting paid for this. Every owner operator out there that's either you leased onto or you own your own equipment is parking their trucks right now. You know why? Because they can't afford them. This what the ports doing don't hurt them. It hurt us too. You know why it hurt us? Because when the ports go back to work, they're gonna have money. When I go back to work, I'm starting from zero. Look at that right there. I'm starting from zero. When I go back to work, I'm starting from zero, baby. From zero. That's why you gotta put money to the side for a rainy day. Money gotta be put to the side for a rainy day. I'm starting from zero when I go back to work. And that's a fact. That's why when I get up tomorrow, I got to go grease the truck. I got to maintain the truck to make sure it's good because DOT is out there. The ports can work 18 hours a day. They ain't got DOT on their back. I go out there and get the drive. I can drive right down the road, get pulled up by DOT. And DOT going to run everything. Where you coming, where you going, lights on, lights off, walk around, inspection, tires under the truck. This is what they're doing to me. A cop can work 18 hours. They don't do that to a cop. You could work 18 hours in the prison. They don't do that to a prisoner. They could work 18 hours at the port. You could work 18 hours at a warehouse. Police would not stop you, but they'll stop me for driving 1 hour. If I leave out the yard right now, an hour up to Binghamton, New York, as soon as I cut in, light flashing, pull the truck in, DOT come out, pull over there, driver. Where you coming, where you going? Level 1 inspection. A doctor can go under the knife for 11 hours. Under the knife. Cut your neck up, your back up, cut your mouth open, pull your teeth out, pull your eyes out. 11 hours. Do a spinal tap, mess your whole life up. 11 hours under the knife. Don't nobody regulate what they do but the trucking industry. They regulate us. So how can I make some money like that? So now I got to deal with them and deal with the port. So I got to sit in line for 2 hours, get in the port, 3 hours. Get in sea land, sit another 3 hours. As soon as I come out, get on the highway, boom, DOT pull me over. I'm stuck. Yeah. You gotta put some, you're right, 702. You gotta put some bread away, brother. You gotta put some bread away, man. You gotta put the bread away for the truck, man. DOT, I mean, you know what's crazy? You can have a local cop, right? A local cop will pull you over with portable scales and put you out of service. A friend of mine, they put her out of service because she had the wires taken out her truck for the back in the day in Elizabeth, New Jersey. It was years ago. They pulled her over, I think on '05, I think it was like '06, '07, when they pulled the wires out the truck. They know she had the wires out the truck for a radio. They seen the wires here, but they put her out of service. They give her a fine for that. They find all types of stuff to do. But at the same time, man, drivers gotta stick together, man. You gotta stick together. This is rough right now. You know, so I got a little bit put the switch to the side. So I ain't tripping right now. I ain't tripping too tough, but hey, I'm just hoping that it lasts a week and we be back to work Monday. But even when we go back to work Monday, it's going to be crazy. Because I'm going to tell you this, even if them not being on strike, the port know how to keep us in the port. The more bodies they got in the port, the more it shows for the steamship line so they can start the steamship line. They charge the steamship lines for everything. But we don't get paid for that. We do not get paid to be in those ports. If you're a company driver, you get paid by the company. Even company drivers getting in too. They be in there 8-9 hours a day. Then you got the bigger companies coming in like JB Hunt coming in now. You got Amazon coming in now. You got FedEx coming in now. You got the big companies are coming into the port now, and you already had like the local drivers like Dewey Powell. Who else? You got Dewey Powell. You got Watkins. The Watkins ain't here no more. You got Freightways. You got a lot of different companies. You got Consolidated Freight. You got bigger companies coming to the port pulling containers, and we got to compete with that also. It's a lot of competing we got to do out here. Yeah, exactly. Chill. Well, how you gonna wake up in the morning just to bother a working man? We go through this a lot. This is what a lot of people don't know what we do. They don't know we get. They think we get in the truck and we just drive and we gonna make some money. No, it's not about that, man. It's not about that. Because when you drive in the truck, honestly, you got to look over your shoulders, and that's a fact. That's a fact right there. You got to look over your shoulders. No, we gotta look over the shoulder. We gotta look over our shoulders. We gotta drive for cars. We got to drive for school buses. We got to drive for drivers coming in with no signals. We got to drive for drivers who swerving on the road. We got to drive for drivers who brake checking us. Boom, boom. We stop slamming. And now in the trucks, you got a GPS with a system that tells you over braking, you overpowered in the truck. Then they giving you CSS scores. They give you safety scores. They finding a way to put you out of business, man. They finding a way, and it just don't make no sense right now. Don't make no sense what we go through. I'm gonna tell you something because I live for this trucking. I live for it. Oh yeah, that's another thing too. Now see, like my boy right now, right? My boy AJ right here. Every year the port workers get a container check. You see what I'm saying? You see where the money at? You see where the money at? They say they don't make no money, man. They say they're starving for money. They get a container check every year like a bonus. I don't get no bonus. As an owner operator, I don't get a bonus. I don't get as an owner operator, I don't get a bonus. I don't get nothing, man. I don't get a bonus. I don't get a Christmas check. I don't get a holiday check. I don't get none of that. I don't get none of that. None of that, man. I don't get no bonus. I don't get none extra. All I get, all I get at the end of the year is happy holiday. Happy holiday, JD. Happy holiday. That's all I get. The company I used to drive for, the company drive, they used to give out turkeys every year. They even stopped that. The drivers don't get nothing, man. We don't get nothing in return. On our braids, we don't get nothing in return. Then you got to come home and deal with the situation at hand. I'm gonna drop the link if anybody will come up because, like I said, I'm not gonna be here too long. I just wanna. All right. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. I can. Post a comment. Let me see. I'm trying to see if I could drop the link on here. Let me see. 1 second. Yeah, let me see if I drop the link on here. Want to come up? If not, like I said, I ain't gonna be on too long. I just wanna, it's a lot that's going on right now, and we don't really have anybody speaking for the drivers. There you go. All right, there you go. We don't really have nobody speaking for the driver, so I see it. Like I said, I see a lot of people making videos on port videos, and salute to them as content. It's content. I'm hating, not hating on nobody. Salute to them, but I'm in the ports. I do videos in and out the port, so y'all can see exactly what we deal with in the port. See exactly how the port is set down, and everybody's self different. Even down to Packet Avenue in Philly, they taking a hit too. Down to Virginia, down to Baltimore, especially Baltimore, Dundalk, they taking a hit down there. South Carolina, Charleston, Tampa, Jacksonville, down there in Savannah, all the way to the Mobile, all the way down to Houston. Everybody taking a hit. So, shout out to everybody in the port that's standing down on the AI because I understand. First, it took me a minute to really understand, but I had to really start digging in, doing my homework, start listening more, and started putting one and two together and salute to them. But what I'm saying, I wish drivers stand the same way they stand it down right now. Because if drivers stand down the same way, we'd be great out here. Ain't we'd be great. Make truckers great again. Salute to that. Make truckers great again. That's what I stand for. Make truckers great again. Because if not, we ain't got nothing. We ain't got nothing if we can't make truckers great again. Make truckers great again. That's my motto to that. That's my thing to that. Make truckers great again. Because I remember then when truckers was happy, man. We after COVID, the trucking industry went down. Yes. After COVID, it went down. It went down. It went downhill after COVID. And that's just a fact. It's a fact, man. COVID, they was trying to get rid of the owner operators in New Jersey. When COVID hit, they started coming after us. I think I made a little more money in COVID than I did. All of a sudden now, after COVID, the rates went down. You gotta make driver great again. You gotta make truckers great again, man. Yeah, we was here. Yeah, exactly, chill. Well, we was heroes during COVID. I mean, I used to drive down, I used to come down 17 in the rest area. They have folks out there. You have folks out there with you have folks out there with food, drinks, water, sleeping bags. They had care packages. I'm telling you, coming down 86, coming from like Rochester all the way back down. I'm telling you, they used to have everything for truckers. Right after it went downhill from that. It just went downhill. Everything went downhill after that. Everything went downhill. Everything went downhill, but we was heroes. We was superheroes. The kids love us. Back in the day, I still even to now, when I see the little white kids, Hispanic kids, the black kids, the different foreign kids, and I drive by neighborhoods, they doing this, I still blow the horn because I'm a trucker. I still blow the horn. Swear to God. If I see a little kid in the car and he's knocking on the window, he doing this, I blow the horn. I still do that. A lot of y'all drivers, y'all young drivers, no disrespect to y'all. Y'all probably don't know nothing about that. But when I see the little kid, little babies in the car, and they doing this, I go crazy on the horn. I go crazy on the horn, man. Oh, you deal with JB Hunt, Snyder, Logistics, FedEx, UPS, all trucks every day, all night. Exactly, Trooper 69, exactly, man. I still blow the horn, man. I love it. I love trucking, man. Make trucking great again. I love it, man. When I see them little, it makes my day. I could go to work with a lot on my mind, right? I could go to work tired. I need a cup of coffee. It's a mental thing. Coffee don't really keep you up in the truck. It's a mental thing. You know, I can say I need a cup of coffee. You know, I stopped drinking. I've been off Red Bull for 4 months now. I only drink Red Bull. No, I don't drink soda, and I stopped drinking Red Bull. So, and most of that stuff is a mental thing anyway. So if I got a lot on my mind and I'm sitting there tired and I see somebody blowing the horn and a little kid waving, blow the horn, blow the horn. I'm blowing it, man. I'm blowing the horn. I'm doing it. You know, I could say, you know, oh, I ain't say no Diddy. Hey, this is such a trucker talk. You know, trucker talk, there's no Diddies and truckers. So probably out there, but this trucker talk. So the little kids out there, because they grow up being just like us. A lot of y'all may say trucking is a career. Trucking is really a career for a lot of people. I never thought it was like that for me because how I came up out the streets of Newark. I came up out the streets of Newark. So I never thought trucking was a career until later on in my life when I started doing bigger numbers. When I started putting million miles on trucks. Charles always say, you can have a million subscribers on YouTube. I got 1 million miles in a truck. Where's my pay for that? Where's my plaque for that? See what I'm saying? Where's my plaque for that? I done already put 1 million miles on the truck. But where's my plaque for that? See, we gets no plaque for that. You know what we get for that? We get enjoyment that I was able to provide for you. That's my plaque. That's my plaque. I was able to provide for you. I was able to put furniture in your house, food in your belly. I was able to put school on your kids, school clothes. I was able to supply utensils for the school, doctors, hospital, judges, cops, bullets, all of that. That's my plaque, was to be able to serve you. That's the only plaque I get as a trucker. That's the plaque I get. I don't get a YouTube plaque for that. I don't get a YouTube plaque for that. I get a plaque for you to make sure you was straight. But I had to take my enjoyment from my family to make other people's families happy. You don't let this go over your head. Now, don't let this go over your head. I had to take from my family to make sure your family was happy. Don't let none of that go over your head, man. Truckers put blood, sweat, and tears in this industry that don't do the same for us. They don't do it for us. They don't do it for us. That's my plaque, is making sure you got it. Then hopefully how my family would survive, another trucker provided so my family can have it. That's how the game works. So other truckers that got my back that I don't know about, I got your back when I'm out here running these highways trying to make sure you're safe, trying to make sure you can have the newer car. When I drove for BMW, I hauled BMWs, Rolls Royce, Mini Coupes, Porsches. Made sure the dealers got theirs so you provide you with a nice car. That's my plaque. I don't get a YouTube plaque for this. I don't get an award for this. I don't get nothing for this. Yeah, I understand people are super ungrateful, but the pride, yeah, and see, yeah, I know there was a pride in that. I know, but what I'm saying is though, we did a lot, man. We give back. We give back what people don't see we do. Chill, Will. We give a lot back, man. We give our back, our legs, our knees, our elbows, our mental. We be tired, man. Sometimes I get in the truck and I've been in the game for a long time. I be in the truck, I be falling asleep quick. I be tired, like, man, I ain't got time for this today. But I gotta find a way to keep pushing to make sure make sure the product, or make sure we do what we gotta do out here so everybody can survive. Yeah, people can be very appreciative. I know Chill Will like cutting us off, giving us the fingers, the ones that got for giving us the fingers, the disrespect, the yelling out the window and all that, the weird stuff we see in these cars. We need some weird stuff out there, man. But at the end of the day, man, like I said, we gotta make trucking great again, man. Definitely gotta make trucking great again. That's all we got, man. That's all we got. My two sons. My youngest son, well, he's the middle child. He got his CDL. My other son just got on with crossed the Apex Rail Yard driving the yard horse. They follow my footsteps, how I came into the game. So they representing what I did, and they doing it without me even telling them to do it. I didn't tell them to go into trucking. But they took their own path, their own way, and did exactly what their father did. So because me paying away from them, you know how many people I helped on the YouTube get CDL license, people I helped off the YouTube that I wouldn't even say their name, they know who they are. I done helped a lot of people out here, man. That's my plaque to that. Me helping. So the day I'm no longer here, they can say, you know what? I met Jay, and Jay stood 10 toes down on trucking. And that's all I could bring, bro. That's all I could bring. So make trucking great again, that's me. So right now, we need to stick together. I see what the ports are doing, and I ain't mad at them. But at the end of the day, I'm standing 10 toes down on trucking. And that's just it, man. That's it. I appreciate y'all for stopping by. Chill Will, my boy AJ, man, I'm gonna call you in a minute, bro. Angie, baby, thanks for the super chat. Trooper 69. Hey, man, when I go on my YouTube, hey, thank you, Paul. I appreciate you coming through, brother. When I go on my YouTube, you know what I'm saying? I got to give my truckers a wrench. So you in the trucking thing like me, man, I got y'all, man. Sonny Blanc, I got you too, bro. I'm about to shut it down right now, but I'm going to get at y'all. Appreciate for everybody coming through. Appreciate y'all for being in the bushes. Make trucking great again. That's what I stand for, and that's what I'm going to live for. But I'm out of here. Peace. One love. Take care of yourself.